The real reason entrepreneurs struggle to grow their service-based business is that they're focused on customers who don't give them money. And if you just shifted your attention to working with people who gave you money, your business would be unrecognizable in 6 to 12 months' time. And what I mean by this is that so many business owners, they do marketing, but they don't listen to the market. And what I mean is that they're not responding to the responses that customers are giving them. So I'm going to share with you exactly what you can do to elevate your business, price premium, get more clients, ultimately make more revenue by actually listening to what customers want. So this is one of my clients, really awesome guy, and we recently brought him on. And he was letting me know that he signed a 2.9K retainer and a 3.2K retainer. I look forward to building my clientele brick by brick. Now my focus is medical practices, private clinics, health labs, and pharmacies. It seems like there are opportunities in health. And what you'll notice is he says, "Hi, Ben, I've signed 2 clients and I look forward to signing more. Now I think I know my niche. I'm very happy with healthcare businesses. Going forward, don't do IT companies or construction, only healthcare. Thanks." So when we started working together, what we do normally is we take a look at industries to go after. And we actually went after IT companies, construction, and healthcare. And what we found, and this is where it gets really, really interesting, right? What we found was that it was very expensive to bid on ads for IT. And my thinking is that it's because there's a lot of companies in software who sell software to these IT companies, so they spend a lot of money on ads, right? So the bids are very expensive. So what I did was I actually turned off the IT ads and the construction ads, and I pushed all of the budget towards healthcare. And what happened was Malusi started booking a lot of calls, and he closed 2 clients. We're not even, I think we're like halfway through his campaign, and he's already closed 2 retainers, which is awesome. And he was saying to me, "Ben, like, I want to now focus on this niche." And I said, "I absolutely agree with you. Not only is it easier to bid in this niche for ads, meaning that there's less competition, but we've also created an ad that's an absolute winner. Like the ad that we're running for him is crushing it. It's getting awesome companies coming through." And what I'm trying to share with you here is instead of selecting a niche and doubling down on it, I want you to test multiple niches and see which niche resonates with your business the most in terms of which ones are easiest to attract, easiest to establish rapport with, and easiest to bring in new revenue for your business. So if you are still struggling to grow, it's most likely because you are making too many decisions in your business instead of letting the market decide where your business needs to be. I hope this is making sense. But I started to realize this because way back when I was starting my deal gen company, Get Overflow, I was actually selling ads for blue collar businesses. Think solar, roofing, renovations, etc., etc., right? And what I started to realize was like it was very difficult to get these guys results because they're always on job sites. They're barely on their email and they're barely on their phone. So when we send them new inquiries and new bookings, they would take way too long to start the conversation with them. So I transitioned into professional services like accountants, consultants, law, financial services. And I realized that they get way better results and I make a lot more money, they make a lot more money. But I only learned that by testing multiple niches and seeing which market my business did the best in. So very quickly, right? If you want to learn about how you can find your niche, I want you to think of like 3 or 5 niches that you enjoy working with and that you have results in. So maybe you are a accountant and you've got results in hospitality, like restaurants. You've got results in automotive. You've got results in, let's say, like mental health, like counseling, therapy, psychiatry. What I want you to do is create an ad or like a campaign for each of those industries. And then simply post it on Facebook or Instagram. Give it a quick boost if you don't know how to run ads. If you know how to run ads, go into the ads manager. If you don't know how to run ads, just post it on Facebook or Instagram. Give it a boost your post. Set aside a small budget and see which industry is bringing you in the highest quality inquiries or the highest quality leads, and which ones convert at the highest rates or which ones are easiest to work with. And then you essentially just double down. You become a specialist in that niche. And this is how you then position yourself as being the go-to person in that niche. And it compounds. It becomes just a flywheel where you found a winning market, you're making revenue, you spend some of that revenue on running more ads in that market, and then eventually you become a recognizable authority figure in that market. And this is the best market or strategy that you can use for compounding your brand and your revenue in an industry for your service-based business. And it's the same strategy that we've used for all of these other clients, right? I mean, in one campaign, this was across 6 weeks, we added $120,000 in deal flow, 315 appointments booked, 252 of them were qualified. Like, look at this. Like, it's freaking awesome. It's such a great strategy. And I really think if you aren't doing this for your business, give it a try. It's absolutely worth it. And yeah, what's really cool is that now Malusi has actually made a little bit of a document that he shares with his clients while they're on a Zoom call. So while they're on a consultation, like a Zoom call or a Google Meets, or even a phone call, he will share his screen and share this with the client. It's like basically his pricing list and his packages and his deliverables and what he does. Awesome. But thank you so much for your time and for watching this video. This is ultimately the best way that you can go about running ads is drop the ego, please. Like, I've spoken to so many big businesses who are like, no, we know what's right. We know which market to go after. We know what to write in the ad. And that ego kills you because you could create 10 different ads and you could actually think that out of those 10, maybe there's 3 that you like. And you say, you know what, I like these 3. I'm not going to run the other 7. But the problem is the other 7 could be winning ads. You won't know until you put it in front of the market. And if you're assuming that you, a business owner, one person or a team of people, can assume what the market wants at mass scale, then you should be a billionaire by now. You should be worth billions of dollars if you can make assumptions like that. The reality is that you're not worth billions of dollars. So maybe before nitpicking your marketing and cutting off potential winning ads, maybe you just test it, just try it and see what the market responds to. And that's what half of the word marketing is market. And it's kind of like being in a relationship and ignoring your wife, ignoring your spouse. That's what so many business owners are doing that's keeping them broke. It's keeping their pipeline dry because they run what they think is right. They don't run tests and experiments and let the market decide what is right. Okay, so that's the biggest thing that I want to leave with you today. Thank you so much for your time of watching this video. Stay blessed, stay well, keep healthy, keep strong, and we'll be talking soon. Bye for now.